Retail stockout recovery. Well, joining us today to speak about that, Simone Peinkofer, Assistant Professor in the Supply Chain Management Department at Michigan State University. Simone, welcome.
Thank you, Russell.
Simone, earlier you and I were speaking about saving the sale. Well, walk us through that for the benefit of the viewers. Just what do you mean by saving the sale? What do you say?
Yeah. So within the last couple of years, there's a new retail strategy that's emerging that's called saving the sale, where actually retailers now are empowering their sales associate to order, for example, a product that is out of stock in the store online if the customer can't find it in the store. So that's what we in general mean by saving the sale.
Well, clearly then it's got to be important for retailers to be on top of that, to have a saving the sale strategy. Would that be correct?
Yes.
So walk us through that. What does that entail? What do they need to do in order to implement such strategies?
So these strategies are still in their development, so not every retailer probably has it yet. But it's a lot of retailers are trying to create inventory visibility, because that is key. If you don't know if a customer walks into your store and the product is out of stock, where the product is other else located in the network, then you can't implement that strategy. So a lot of retailers are developing that capability of having full visibility into the inventory. So for example, if you're a customer too, right, you might go into a store, you might not find the product that you're looking for, let's say a pair of shoes. You might ask the sales associate, oh, can we order it online? Or they might even offer it to you. And they would have potentially a tablet where they can actually look up that maybe the store that's 15 miles away from you has it, and then would offer it to have it shipped to your house, or you can come back to the store to pick it up.
What really is the downside if I do not have the capability to inform the customer on the spot at that moment about the availability of this item elsewhere, or that it's something they can get online? What's the downside if I can't do that?
That's a great question, because I think the biggest downside is that you're losing out on sales. If a customer walks into your store and they can't find the product that they want, they just walk out, right? They might get on their phone and order it online. They might go to a competitor and get it there. So that's the biggest part, that in general we say stockouts cause walkouts. So if you don't have the products available, customers in general tend to just abandon your retail store, go somewhere else, and then over time you might actually lose the loyalty of their customer. So they might not come back to your store. They might start shopping somewhere else. So you're losing out on sales.
So clearly what you're talking about is not necessarily just a one-time loss, but a continuing situation. It's quite damaging to you if you permanently lose that customer. Let's talk about customer expectations these days from a retailer. How would you characterize that? What are they?
So customer expectations are still rising. Right now we are talking about Amazon Prime with a one-day delivery, again putting pressure on other retailers to develop these same capabilities. And if you're a customer or you're a Prime member, then you probably go into any retail situation in terms of, okay, I want to have my product fast. The other thing is, I probably want to have it free. Free shipping is a big factor for consumers that kind of tend to influence from which retailer they are buying. And then the third one is convenience, right? We are looking for convenience in our retail purchases. I hope that a retailer can deliver the product to my home. If the retailer is closed, maybe on my way to work, I can pick it up in the store. So it really depends on the preference of the customers, but the customer is king.
Mm-hmm. The implications then for me as a retailer, or what?
I think there are a few big takeaways. I mean, one is, if you want to develop such a strategy, you need to have inventory visibility. If you don't necessarily have that capability, you can't really offer a safe-to-sale strategy. So that's, I think, the first thing that needs to happen in terms of getting to that, developing a safe to sales strategy. I think the other part is empowering your sales associates and actually training them accordingly. Because it's something that I experienced. I walked into a store and they had a safe to sales strategy, but they asked the customer actually to walk up to the register and tell then the cashier to order the product online. I don't think that consumers really want to put that extra effort in terms of having to walk through the whole store and then wait in line to just say, hey, I couldn't find this product, could you order it? I think that customer would leave. So it's about providing them like handheld devices so that they really on the spot, when the customer asks about that product, they can say, sorry, unfortunately we don't have it, but let me order it online for you, to kind of transfer that customer.
What I'm hearing is that in order for me to be competitive in this retail space, I have to not only have my personnel to be trained properly, but I've got to have the appropriate technology to be able to make that customer comfortable, to inform them and to be able to serve them. Would that be fair to say?
That's very fair to say.
Retail stockout recovery. Clearly, if I'm going to stay in the game, I've got to be able to do that. Simone, I know you're busy here at the conference, but you found time to speak with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Russell.
That's Simone Peinkofer, Michigan State University, and speaking with us today about retail stockout recovery in your operation. Thanks for watching.